Hi, my name's Kacie Belle, and I'm here shooting today with GM7 Photography in Chippenham. We are at the Heavenly Bodies studio, which is wonderful. I've shot here before, and I'm so happy to be back. I can't wait for you to see what we produced today. So I've been modelling now for 5 years professionally. I actually was approached by a brand when I was 17, and I didn't think I'd be any good at it. I did it for the sake of it, and I actually ended up really enjoying it. So I modelled with them for about 3 years, and now I'm fully freelance, and I can't see myself doing anything else for the foreseeable future. So my favourite style to shoot, I like an intense image. So that may not necessarily be heavy makeup, heavy or intense styling. This is a relatively simple outfit by my standards. You know, an amazing moody capture that makes you think. And I find that usually involves, at least with my image, some sort of bold colour, you know, and strong shapes. So the makeup is quite bold. I'd say overall my favourite style, probably heavily inspired by the Betty Page era. The pin-up, 50s glam. I think it looks great on everybody. So the best thing about being a model, I would say, first of all, it's a very multifaceted question because there's so many elements of being a model. You don't just turn up to a shoot, pose and go. There's the networking and there's styling yourself and traveling. But for me, my favorite part is when I'm actually on the shoot and you are shown behind the camera and you see the image you've created. So for me, the best part of being a model is finally capturing that amazing image that you had in your mind. On the flip side, the worst part about being a model, it might sound strange, but there is you want to keep a distinction between your work self and your real self, your day-to-day self, because obviously every day I'm not walking around like this. I wish I could, but I might be in jail. You know, you have to keep a distinction between the glam and the professionalism and then the everyday going to the gym, going out with your friends, because it can be easy to blur the two and you get so caught up in work that you forget who you are. So yeah, the worst thing is making sure that you stay true to yourself and you don't get too caught up in glam and perfection, let's say. Being a Playboy centerfold model, I never thought that would happen for myself because Playboy was my dream #1 job. So when I was even 17 years old, I remember my friend asked me, what's your #1 dream job if you could land anything? And I was like, oh, probably Playboy, but that would never happen. So when they did reach out to me and asked me to be a part of their company, I could not believe it. I immediately ran into the living room, told my boyfriend, and I think I ate a whole cheesecake in celebration, actually. It's wonderful. I have meetings with them sort of every week or so, and they'll send you some wonderful things to wear, and there's always a chance that you'll be featured in their virtual magazine, which to be featured in the Playboy magazine, it's a complete dream. Being a centerfold for me, being part of Playboy, it's a dream come true. It sounds trivial, but it is a dream come true for me. So for me, the UK modelling scene, it's very diverse, I will say that. So it's not just glam, but it's not just runway style. There are so many different kinds of models and photographers and creatives. I think my one concern is maybe that it's almost too commercial. I feel that in England we have such a cool history with pop culture, so we are kind of missing out on all these amazing styles we could be trying and all these authentic people you could be photographing. I do worry we're kind of losing that to just, you know, the most Instagrammable person. You know, I want to photograph the most Instagrammable person. I want to work with the most Instagrammable person. So I think that's my one sadness, is that the UK modelling scene, I feel, is lacking in authenticity and originality. GM7 is so incredibly professional. Today's shoot, I know I will be so happy with the final edits. I always have such a great time with GM7, and again, we're at Heavenly Body Studio, so working with Helen, they're always wonderful. So today's shoot has been an absolute dream.